Shalom. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone as GMS. Peace and blessing to the Akim and a few Akwath across the four winds. This is your brother Batamayim from Great Millstone, Houston, coming to you with a quick hit. Now, I saw this on Instagram, so I took a screenshot. But I want to, just do a quick lesson, bring out a couple precepts, kind of go into it. The elder apostles and the elders always go into, looking at the animals, and learning from the animals. So this is Proverbs 6:6 in the KJV, and then I'm also read it in the NLT. So go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. So when you see ants, they're constantly working. They're working together, and that's pretty much what the elder apostles, the elders, heads of camps, something that they preach constantly is, constantly working together. Like we're building the house of David, Lord willing, we be of the hopeful elect. This message is for the elect, the 144,000, men of Israel. That's 12,000 from the 12,000 from the 12 tribes of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Jake is short for Jacob. So we use that, to in reference to you Israelites. Also you have the men, women, and children. You have like the friends of the prophets, the men, women, and children, also in the innumerable multitude, the 1/3. But we're just constantly building, constantly working, So I just want to bring this out in NLT also. Proverbs 6:6. Take a lesson from the ants, you lazy bones. Learn from their ways and become wise. So learn from their ways, you're constantly, working together, showing forth that brotherhood, giving alms, being charitable, amongst the brethren. Proverbs 6:7. Though they have no prince or governor or ruler to make them work, they labor hard all summer, gathering food for the winter. So what we're doing is on a day in and day out, weekly basis, month to month, year in and year out, we're storing up our treasures in heaven. Proverbs 6:9. But you lazy bones, how long will you sleep? Romans 13:11. Now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for our salvation draweth near. So you don't want to be caught, in a slumber. We want to be wide awake, We want to be able to see these prophecies, because like the elder not count saying that the prophecies are in your face. They slapping you all in the face, all upside the head. Like so many prophecies, jumping off of the pages. When will you wake up? Like this is time to be, for your eyesight, you don't want the Lord to have spiritual blinders on you. You don't want the Lord to put fatness on your heart, which is your mind, or, clogging up your ears so you can't hear the words that, brothers have been preaching forth, breaking down these scriptures in the simplest form. And then you ultimately definitely want to be able to see, because if you can't see where you're going, you're bound to fall into a ditch. I mean, you're bound to die. And you don't want to get hit with those ICBM nuclear missiles. And then the last precept I had was Hebrews 3:13. But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. So, like Elder Apostle Gabar's page is daily edification, daily exhortation. So we want to feed the sheep, like the brother in Chicago say, you do as much as you can, as much as you can. And I know the elders in our camp have been pushing that also, to do more. If you do a video a day, hey, try to do two in a day, maybe 3. Just, because I think it's Sirach, you can't do more, more than, you can't do too much. You can always do more. Pretty much, just roughly paraphrasing, like you can't do too much. The Lord is not gonna, punish you for doing 5 videos in a day or something like that. If the Spirit is on you to do 5 videos, do 5 videos. Show forth that fervent heat. Like the elder apostles, I know Tahar goes into that a lot. You don't want to be lukewarm. You want to constantly be doing some type of work. You know, I know Apostle Ricard, he travels a lot. He's going around, helping building up brothers, different camps. We was blessed enough to have him visit, GMS Houston, and you know, since he's come down, brothers have been, boosted up. You can see the increase in brothers, man. It's just a beautiful thing. But, just constantly exhorting one another day in and day out, because you don't want to be idle. Because, as the elders always push too. When you're idle, that's when Satan come in, because Satan's job is to sift you. He wants to shake you up. He wants to remove you from these camps. He don't want you pushing these prophecies. That's his job on the left hand side. He don't want you to be, on this righteous path. But so exhort one another as much as you can. Edify daily. So Lord willing, this quick hit was edifying to the elect. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the Akim and a few Akwath, even a little Akim. Lord willing, we can be saved real soon. It's a high time to wake out of sleep. So Shalom and the Ball.